Good morning, Kenosha. How was your weekend? Welcome back to another weekly market report. I hope you had a fantastic weekend and did something a lot of fun. It was Abby's birthday weekend this past weekend, so we spent a ton of money because everything's gotten super expensive. But we had a lot of fun and it was a really good weekend. Looking forward to this week. So let's go ahead and dive into the market report and let's see what this past week did for the Kenosha market. I honestly just looked at the numbers literally just like a minute ago, and they're really interesting, I guess you could say. It took a very different turn than I was expecting. So let's take a look at them, and we'll go through them together. I'm not sure how I'm going to explain them to you guys, so I'll just kind of tell you what I'm seeing in the market, and we'll kind of go from there. So as usual, we start here at the market action index number, and it fell. I kind of expected this to keep going up in the stronger sellers market week over week, but it actually fell to 49. So last week it was at 52, a really strong sellers market. I thought it would keep going, at least stay at 52 or keep going up into a stronger and stronger sellers market, but fell to 49. So more of a neutral / buyer's market. Now we're still a ways away from a buyer's market because a buyer's market is at 30 is what this website considers a buyer's market. So we're still pretty far away from a buyer's market, but it's a tick closer to a buyer's market from where it was last week. So the median list price here in Kenosha is at $344,950. Basically the same as last week. It was at $340. It was at $340 last week. So really no change, a $5,000 change. In real estate, that's like nothing. Your monthly payment, that's like a $5, maybe $10 change in your monthly payment if you're financing it. A big change here, the median price of new listings here. It went down from $282,450 down to $250. So new listings, they're being listed, right around that $250 price range. Now this is the median price of everything that's being listed. So luxury houses down to like starter houses and houses that need a lot of fixing up. So sub $100,000 listings. So we aren't seeing a ton of houses being listed right around this $250,000 mark. But this is like the median price of everything being combined. Price per square foot up from $211 to $214. So, house prices are still going up week over week. So we're seeing prices continue to increase week over week, which tells me that we are still in a really strong seller's market. Sellers still have the upper hand. Sellers, I'm seeing in the market that sellers are still getting over asking price. Sellers are still getting multiple offers. If the house is in move-in ready condition, they're still getting multiple showings, multiple offers, over asking price. They're still selling for over asking price once the house closes. So we are definitely still in a seller's market. Even though this market action index number is falling a little bit week over week, we are still definitely in a seller's market here in the Kenosha area. Average days on market is at 110. It was at 109 last week, so it ticked up just a little bit. The median days on market, so these both numbers are both from the day that it hits the market to the day that it closes. Median days on market did fall a little bit from 49 to 39. So just tells you that houses are selling a little bit faster. They're not staying on the market quite as long. I like the median days on market. This tells a little bit more of a story than the average days on market. The median days on market takes out those outliers, the houses that sell the market for hundreds of days, and the houses that sell the market for just a day, the really crazy outliers. So I like the median days on market. I tend to go by this number a little bit more. Price decreases, 28%, down just a tad bit from 30% last week. So not much of a change there. I wouldn't consider that much of anything really, honestly. But we do like to see this right around that 15% mark. So the fact that it's going down a little bit is good. I like to see this continue to trend downwards. Price increases, it was at 4% last week, holding steady at 4%. We'll probably see this drop off eventually. No change. We haven't seen any more price increases week over week, so that's a good thing. No more mistakes, no more builders suddenly increasing the price of their new listings for whatever reason. Relisted, so this was at 11% last week. this plummeted down to 4%. We like to see this around that 10% mark. So the fact that this is under 10%, way under 10%, is really good. So we're seeing houses sell the first time that they're listed. They're not expiring and having to relist again. So if you're a seller, that's a really good thing if you're a seller. That means that your house is selling the first time. And that means that generally sellers are pricing their houses correctly and they're selling the first time that they're on the market. The listing isn't expiring or being withdrawn and having to be relisted again by either the same agent or another agent. So the fact that the relisted is down to 4% is really good if you're a seller. It tells a really good story for sellers that your houses are selling and for top dollar. Inventory, it actually ticked up just a tad bit from 53 last week to 54 this week. That's probably a big reason as to why this market action index number ticked down a little bit, because inventory ticked up just a tad bit. If inventory had ticked up even more, we might have seen this market action index number go down even more. But inventory is a big indicator of whether or not we're in a buyer's or seller's market. The more inventory, obviously, the less of a seller's market we're in. So the fact that the inventory didn't go up a ton, I'm kind of surprised to see this number go down so dramatically. But I don't compile the data. I have no idea how they come up with this number, but they do somehow. Median rent is holding strong right around that $2,000 mark, $2,095. And again, the market action index number here's at 49 for this week. Kind of surprised, like I said, to see it go down. But what I'm seeing in the market right now is that, buyers, that we still have a ton of buyers out there. We have about 5 to 10 buyers for every house that's in the market. So if you are a seller, there are tons of buyers out there. As long as you're pricing your house right, your house will sell. It will sell fast. It will sell for top dollar. It'll sell for at least asking price, usually for over asking price in days, if not within the week, maybe 2 weeks. There are just so many buyers out there that are hungry for houses. We have right now millennials, the biggest generation in the history of our country, at peak home buying age right now, that are out there looking for houses. There are so many millennials out there looking for houses. They're hungry for houses. They want that American dream. They're all out there right now looking for houses. So if you're looking to sell and you need to sell for whatever reason, or you just want to sell because you want to buy yourself a smaller house or a bigger house, now is a perfect time to consider selling. Contact me. I'd be happy to walk you through the steps, walk you through your options. Maybe selling right now is not the best option for you. I don't know. Let's have that conversation and go through your options. I did not pull a specific chart here. This is just the median list price here. As you can see, it's been trending upwards here. Median list price, this is kind of interesting. It peaked here in June of 2023. This is when it was at its highest. And then it kind of fell a little bit. But as you can see, it's going up again. Will it go above that 2023 mark again? I think it probably will. I don't know if it'll go above that mark this year. It could. There's a lot of buyers out there that are paying over asking price again. So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting for sure. These I'll just leave here again for you. But as you can see, there's a lot of new listings. And honestly, a lot of solds. They're just kind of keeping up with what's being listed. We're not seeing a lot of solds being... We're not seeing less solds than what's being listed. So we're not seeing a lot more inventory come to the market, which is why we have such a shortage of inventory right now. We're not having more inventory than what's being sold right now. That's why we're so short inventory right now. We desperately need inventory, not only in Kenosha area, but Milwaukee area, all over Wisconsin, even down to Illinois, like Chicagoland area. We all need inventory. The Midwest desperately needs inventory. Areas that don't need inventory are like Florida, Arizona is kind of a buyer's market right now. A lot of California is kind of a buyer's market right now. But the Midwest is definitely a seller's market right now. We're a red hot market right now. People are moving here. People want houses. So if you're a seller, you're thinking about selling, whether you're relocating, whether you want to buy a house yourself, reach out to me, reach out to your preferred realtor, and let's have that conversation and let's get you moving somewhere. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions at all, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk to you, go over your options. I hope that you have a fantastic week this week. Do something extra special, make it a great week, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.